At the surface, PM2.5s, I understand the limit is 25 micrograms per cubic metre, and it shouldn't breach an average of that over the year. So you said that all of London is in breach of that limit. I mean, what was the figure, the latest figure you have for London for PM2.5s?
In terms of what level?
The annual average figure in micrograms per cubic metre.
So if I might jump in there, just to clarify one point. So obviously there's the legal limit, which is the 25 micrograms, which London does meet.
So it meets the legal limit?
Shirley was referring to the World Health Organisation recommended guidelines.
Which the Mayor has adopted.
What's that figure?
That's 10 micrograms.
That's 10, so that's a lot lower. But I did ask you, I did say it met the legal limit, and you said it didn't. But it does meet the legal limit, but it doesn't meet a lower target, which you've put in as 10.
So I misspoke. So it does meet the legal limits, but the Mayor has adopted the WHO health-based guidelines of 10 micrograms by 2030, which we don't meet. And that WHO target, the government itself has been talking about adopting as well. So the direction of travel is very much towards the 10 micrograms, because there is no safe, as I understand it, limit.
When we talk about these limits, I mean, the levels on the underground are far, far higher than at the surface. So isn't the priority going to be to reduce the levels on the underground, which are much, much higher than at the surface?
So if you don't mind, if I can jump in. So obviously the composition of what's underground is potentially different to what's above ground, in terms of, if you think about what's happening above ground, you have a lot of source from, for example, like diesel combustion, which you don't have underground. This is part of the reason why TfL did ask COMIAT to go away and look at the issue. And as Shirley was explaining, the core recommendation is that much more work and analysis is needed. The reports did highlight, obviously, that it was advisable and that TfL should continue to do the work that Shirley set out in terms of trying to reduce those levels through the cleaning programme and other interventions.
But do you want to reduce PM2.5 levels on the underground to 10 micrograms per cubic metre? Is that your aim?
So I think you do need to be a bit cautious at this point until we have a better understanding, as recommended by COMIAT, about some of those impacts. It's not necessarily clear at this stage if you can do a direct comparison between your ambient outdoor air quality and what's underground.
I see that you're not giving you're not sort of giving a straight yes as an answer. So I'll move on.